said, boom, he hits him and he goes down. That's a knockdown. Sorry, I'm with the ref on this. That's not a bad knockdown at all. Do you have an issue with it?
No. He got dropped right there. He walked into one.
Let's see if I can get the sound up so we can hear it right at the bell. Right there. That's clean. I got no issues with that. And Greer's pleading his case. Oh, poor Night got knocked down. Hope you don't lose on points. But sadly, that's not what happened, is it, Andrew? I don't get my dream at all. Greer actually turns the corner and goes to work and
beautiful shot.
Takes him down in the 8th round. I mean, takes him down hard. I mean, he beats the shit out of Giovanni. He works him for the rest of the fight. The fight turns. So Night goes to work with a epic body shot to Esconnor from Philadelphia. To his credit, he does his best Oscar De La Hoya impression.
No. That was a great shot.
Impression? It was a good shot, but here's the problem. I don't like guys who think they're the best when they're just building their record. Does that make sense?
Well,
I get the confidence. You won the fight. I get it.
He's not over the top. The pillow's going to get old. All right. The pillow thing's got to go away at some point, but he wasn't over the top though. Like the kid. I like the style. He gave the Esconnor all the opportunity in the world to win that fight. He fought his fight, right? And the inside, they went back and forth. Actually, before the knockdown, it kind of seemed like Esconnor was making his plan work. His plan started working. It seemed like he was breaking Greer down. But then that sneaky uppercut right to the solar plex and it was over. And you seen the wind leave him. You seen the punch land. He looks and he just drops. It's a delayed reaction, but totally looked like he hit him right on the mark. Clean shot. He did,
and in slow motion, he did hit him on the mark. I mean, it's a legit win.
Yeah.
And that takes us to the main event of the evening, in my mind.
Oh, jeez.
Michaela Mayer.
This mismatch.
Versus Yareli Larios, daughter of the other Larios.
Oscar Larios.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
When was Oscar Larios actually relevant, and why are we giving him time on the show? I'm feeling that we're having left guard talk again. Oh, we might have new people. That's an inside joke. I've been told to work on that. For those of you that are new that are listening to this point, I may occasionally make inside references. There are stories you will not see posted that you probably go, hey, that's important in boxing. You know what? No, it's really not. If you want to, go to Boxing Scene on either their website or Facebook and follow them. You get plenty of what I call left guard talk. Andrew and I are probably the most passionate boxing and football fans you will ever meet. If I were to ask Andrew to name all the Oakland Raiders left guards currently.
No, I couldn't write. No, don't say that currently shit.
Right. Okay. Right.
Because we're all practice squad ass team right now. No, I'm good with the Raiders.
Right. Right.
The Raiders. We need to get through this draft. We need some of those draft picks to really show up for us.
Again, my point. And yes, if I say the word Raider, it is a trigger word with Andrew to go off usually on a 15-minute rant. I'll just show you quickly before we get to Michaela. Hey, Andrew, how you guys doing getting ready for that draft with the old Oakland Raiders thing you got going there?
I know we're staying in Oakland.
There you go. See what I mean?
Did you hear about it?
Hey. No, Andrew, I didn't.
Yeah, well, rumor is they struck a deal. They're not going anywhere. I don't know. It was on the agenda Friday for Oakland, the panel in Oakland to say aye. You know, when they all go, does everyone like to say aye? And the whole crowd says aye, and then they just move on. One of those deals. So, yeah, for the Raiders who thought they played their last game there, no, they did not. They will be back for 19. And check this out, Lee. The option of 2020. Why the option, Lee? I thought that fucking stadium is being opened up in June of 2020. We're in February. of 2019. Hey, Lee, here's a question for you. You're in Vegas a lot.
I am.
Why isn't there a roof on that dome yet?
I don't know.
Hey, are they just going to land one? Do they build that on the ground and then just put it on top? Because if they have to build that thing, man, they got like 15 months, right? How many months they got until they have to open up?
About that long, yeah.
Fucking A. They don't even have a roof on that place yet. It's fucking hilarious, man. So, yeah, the option of 2020 is sitting there in this. It's a new contract, I guess, that was written up between Oakland, Alameda, and the Raiders.
Hey, Andrew. How do you feel about Leo Santa Cruz's dad having cancer?
Oh, man. I know. I wonder how he feels. I would like to talk to Leo Santa Cruz off the record on that subject.
Right.
I want to know if that's
the question.
Exactly.
By the way, if you're wondering, for everybody listening, if you're wondering if that's going to become a recurring joke throughout the rest of the next, say, hour and 10 minutes of the show, you would be 100% correct. That's the only way to snap Andrew out of a rant on the Raiders. I got to bring him back. There's one other way to do it, and he hates it too.
Hey, Andrew.
Yes, Bob.
Did you see the blonde?
Yes, I did.
Hot, right? So I wrote the script for that. You know, I had him put in the part about her being in a rock band and getting the tattoos and just being trouble. She's a bad girl, Andrew. She's a very bad girl. I had to mention that multiple times on the telecast. Fuck that cancer, okay? Let's just go with a hot blonde chick who's living in L.A., who's in a rock band. Okay, and she can box.
And she kicks ass.
She kicks ass, man. You want to bet on the whole Playboy spread here? Huh? You don't think I have that lined up? I'm trying to make a deal with Pornhub for a porno, quote unquote, slip video. She'll be a Kardashian by the time I'm done with her.
Oh my God.
Michaela Mayer is in the news, trending that hotter chicks can box. And by the way, for people wondering, that again is an inside joke. Yes, I don't think Clarissa Shields is attractive. Get it right. Michaela Mayer made her way back to the ring, and she fought a lesbian named Larios last night. It could have been one of the boys. Could have been one of the Larios boys for all I know of. That is not a flattering photo of Yesenia Larios. I can't run into Oscar Larios in a dark bar. Tell me you didn't think it when you saw Larios. You're like, oh, look at the butch bitch.
No, I did not think that at all.
Really?
Yeah, what I was thinking is, why would Larios have his daughter become a professional boxer? But oh well, what are you gonna do?
So he can get paid?
Yeah, yeah, I know, but that's a rough sport. You didn't think you'd want your little girl to be getting punched in the head like that for a professionally.
He made like $10,000, Andrew. That's good money.
You hope. You can't guarantee that.
I gotta believe she made at least 10 grand. You think Bob's cheaper than that? Do you want to ask Bob if it's cheaper than that?
She already had multiple losses, right?
Andrew, you already know my answer, right? You know what was on the table, right? Come on, you know. You just don't want to say. What was on the table? It wasn't money, Andrew.
I hear you.
Larios wins that fight. Where am I moving her?
To Oxnard.
Correct. She can join the Russians out there. She's fighting for that green card, Andrew.
Build
a wall. Better business for me.
Oh, by the way, Michaela Mayer won. Lest anyone think otherwise, I'll give Larios credit for staying on her feet for 12 rounds, but it wasn't much of a fight. Here's the problem with women's boxing. The elite level of female boxing, and I watch a lot of it. Now I get asked this question a lot, Andrew. Lee, why do you watch so much women's boxing? Do you know the reason why I watch so much women's boxing, Andrew?
Why is that?
Nip slips.
It's never happened.
It's never happened. It does happen in MMA. It does not happen in boxing.
What the hell?
Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. Which takes us to our main event of the evening. Brand versus Shamalama Ding Dong. I'll give credit to
Sengurov. Sengurov. There you go. Sengurov.
Shamalama ding dong to all of you. It wasn't actually much of a fight, Andrew. In fact, it was fairly anticlimactic. We actually watched Rob Brandt come out.
Just look at that combo right there is ugly. I mean, if you really break down that replay, look, off his feet, hand down to his waist, bow and arrow right hand, totally exposed jaw.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. So
that whole highlight is fucking weak.
So in round one, he goes to work. He doesn't really care, for those of you wondering. Rob Brandt successfully made his first title defense. Well, I literally had to listen, sadly, and it made me sad that Goosen and Lennox Lewis made Rob Brandt sound like the second coming of Christ. In the
No. This is Bradley and Ward that were doing.
Oh, yeah, Bradley and Ward. Forgive me. That's why I had a problem with it. Yeah. By the way, and I said this during the week, tell me if I'm not wrong about this. Timothy Bradley's starting to look like a dolphin. You guys don't believe me? Put the photo side by side. Timothy Bradley looks like a dolphin. In fact, that'll probably be the photo for today's show. We made it to second round in this fight while Timothy Bradley explained to us how extraordinary Rob Brandt is. Shamalama Ding Dong here literally sucked. This wasn't a test for an efficient fight, but the first two rounds, Rob Brandt beat the shit out of him, and then for some reason sat back and decided to start boxing like a madman for 10 straight rounds, taking it into the championship rounds when we finally get to round 11, where he pummels Shamalama Ding Dong again and stops the fight. This fight should have never have made 11 rounds, Andrew. No way, no how. What they're leaving out on the Top Rank Facebook page, for those of you watching the video, they're not showing you rounds 3 through 10, where nobody could understand why this fight was it was sparring. It was sparring. It was awful, Andrew. I don't think this made Rob Brandt a threat at all. I thought Rob Brandt's wife was kind of hot. I mean, thanks for putting the camera on her several times. I was down. I liked her. She was cool.
He did something right.
I love it when they put the cameras on the wife and the kids, especially when they lose. But hey, whatever. I'm a jerk. What are your feelings on Rob Brandt?
It was a hard fight to watch in the beginning until you get used to just who Rob Brandt is. This is what he does. He's not pretty in there at all. That's why I kind of, Ward and Bradley started off the night fine. They said he has an athletic style. He's an athlete. And that's where they should have left it the whole night. When they started going off with, he can go with any of the top middleweights in the world, and he's he's gonna throw 1,200 punches every night, and that's how he's gonna beat guys down. No, he's not. Look at how ugly this is, Lee.
Canelo knocks this kid out in a round.
I know. I think they all do, though. Look at like I said, his punches, they didn't come back to the right position. He had a bow and arrow like right hand. He crosses his feet every time he moves to the left or right. He was crossing his feet. That's one of the most basic techniques you're supposed to know in boxing. That's like the first 2 weeks. You got to learn how to move side to side. The kid doesn't even know how to do that, or the man, excuse me. He's not, this is not the future of anything. This guy's holding a title until one of the top elite fight him. If Top Rank has him right now, you see what's cool, what Brandt did. He fought that guy Murata. See, nobody knew who he was, Rob Brandt. No one knew him. There was no video on him. There's no YouTubes. Right. So he got the win against Murata. All right, fine. Top Rank gives him his first title defense. In this fight right here, people got, 11 rounds to watch who Rob Brandt is. I'm sorry, he's exposed now. If they don't tighten up his flaws and by his next fight, because it's going to be a top 10 guy. His next fight, even if they start him at the
I
bottom.
think they're going to put him back with Murata, probably